Another voicemail from your roommate.
All right, now we're going to start rebuilding the audio boards.
Kitchen. Turns out when there's a grease fire, you're not supposed to throw water on it. Who would know, right? Anyways, the fire department is here and it's totally cool. Can you call back when you get a chance?
The Geico Insurance Agency could help keep your personal property protected, like if danger is your roommate's middle name. Visit geico.com to see how easy it is to switch and save on renter's insurance.
Did you know there are over 1,000 podcasts on radio.com? Download the app or head to radio.com to listen to all your favorite national and local podcasts, including your favorite morning shows and radio shows on demand. At the top of the app homepage, click the podcast icon to discover new shows, subscribe, and manage your podcast subscriptions. Go to your app store or radio.com/download for all your podcast listening. Radio.com.
All right, welcome back, 1039. You guys from News Talk 1080. You're doing a great job today. I mean, for middle of July, you guys are bringing the calls and great topics and great information. We've been told, we were told that there'd be a special session for tolls. It looks unlikely. The governor's not sure if or when there'll be a vote this summer. We've consistently said got to keep up the pressure because you can't trust them. They'll try to sneak it in. Let's get an update on the situation from the curator of NoTollsCT.org, No Tolls Connecticut, Pat Sasser, on the line. Pat, welcome to the show.
Hi, Will. Thanks for having me on again.
So what can you tell us? Where do we stand? I've got an article someone sent me here that says tolls will not be part of the special session, but who knows, right? What's going on?
Yeah, news media seems to have tolls dead in the water right now. We're not giving up the fight. If anything, we're actually ramping up the fight
Good.
right now.
Good.
Because that's when bad things happen is when people fall asleep at the wheel. And as I've been saying from day one with this movement, the trust is broken. So for the moment that you think you trust that this is dead, it will come out and fight us. So we are moving full steam ahead. We're keeping the pressure on the lawmakers. And it's interesting because every week it seems to change. The narrative changes.
Yeah.
I looked back on a video last night, where it was July 1st, and the governor was opening up the bathrooms in Danbury at our welcome centers, and he said he is going to push to and have this special session before the end of July.
Yeah, right.
Yesterday, now it's sounding like that's changing, and now, they're not sure if they're going to have the special session or what. So it continues to change every day, and that's why we're not stopping or giving up or letting up at all.
Well, what I got this morning from two different sources was they're going to have a special session, but tolls are not going to be part of it.
Correct. The special session coming up apparently has to do with school repairs and things like that.
Money to towns will be distributed.
Right.
Now, the governor, correct me if I'm wrong, but the governor said not too long ago that his whole administration, his governorship is going to rise and fall on tolls. So if it doesn't go through, does he resign and turn it over to Susan Bysiewicz? What's going on?
That would be an interesting thing to see happen, but I doubt it. The governor has made it very clear since day one that he has no problem taking back what he says. And that started early on in his campaign, even with tolls when he said trucks only. 30 days into his office, said, I changed my mind now, I want to toll everyone. It's very hard to take what he says now at face value. So, we'll see where that all goes. But, I know he's still trying to push for this rebate plan that he's come up with where we're going to, certain people that fall under the category or the amount that they make a year will get some kind of tax credit back, like the cost of maybe $50, $80.
But they'll end up doing, Pat. They'll end up giving the tax credit to people who don't even drive. They'll pick all people in the cities who take mass transit aren't paying tolls, and they'll give a tax credit for tolls.
Exactly. Or you get a tax credit, and then you'll be paying several $100s for your toll bill. So where is the cost savings? So I don't understand what logic they're using or what they're trying to come up with. But everything that's come out so far has not won over the public's opinion. And again, it all comes back down to the cost. You tell us our bridges are collapsing. You tell us our roads are failing.
Right.
$175 million gets diverted before it even goes into the transportation lockbox. So how are we supposed to come to the state local officials with more money if they just continue to use it elsewhere? So it's been an absolute eye-opener being involved in this entire thing and just really getting to know how the state politics work and
Boy,
you know.
that's a tangled web.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. But I have to say, I'm so proud of the people in Connecticut who have voiced their opinions, have spoken out against this, who have called their lawmakers, show up at the rallies that we hold, sign the petition on our website. I mean, this is a true grassroots movement.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show if people voice their opinion enough, speak out against something, we do have the power to save our state. We have the power to stop it from happening.
Well,
I'm
it's
really proud of
impressive.
that.
It's impressive, Kat, what you've done. You've been a lot to be proud of. We're happy to. I know Todd. We're happy to support the effort. And,
No, and I can't thank you guys enough too. Giving us a platform to educate people about what's going on. There's a lot of people in this state, and still a lot of people that just don't truly understand what it is they're trying to do with tolls. Some people still think it's 2 or 3 tolls going on the
well,
border.
I just had a call this morning. A guy said he lives part of the year down in South Carolina. Came up here and said, why can't we just do it at the border? And I said, I don't think we can. And so Dan called from Manchester and had all the information why we can't do that. Somebody sent me a great article from the Yankee Institute, same thing I posted on Twitter. But see, to me, it's a testament of what could happen when we all work together for a common goal. And so we the people fought back tolls. It was very revolutionary.
You're very right, and that's exactly what I said up at the rally at the Capitol back in April. That we the people, we're the ones that are supposed to decide how our state is going to go and how we're going to operate, and it's up to us to now save it. We're the second highest tax state in the country. We've got problems. We've got major problems.
Again, the exodus continues. People moving out, record numbers. House sales are down. I mean, just every matrix that you look at, other than, and this was just talked about this morning, that Connecticut has the 3rd highest life expectancy. Well, that's a problem because the longer you live in Connecticut, the more taxes you're going to have to pay. So it means your retirement plan is probably inadequate to support you for a long life in Connecticut.
Right, and as the taxes continue to climb every year, it's how do you get, how do you expect people to survive? And what I keep telling them is that the scale is tipping. As more and more people are leaving Connecticut, as businesses are leaving Connecticut, who's going to be left to foot the bill?
Only the poor fools that are left like you and me.
Right. We're struggling to just survive here. Exactly.
Hey, Pat, thank you again so much for all that you do, and thanks for taking time to call in. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Will. Anytime. Take care.
Pat Sasser, NoTollCT.org. A real hero in the toll movement, I have to say. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll come back. David's up next. 800-966-9842. 860-522-9842. Got some open phone lines. We'd love to talk with you. Your opinion is welcome and valued here at WTIC News Talk 1080.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Let's talk credit card debt for a minute. If you feel you're carrying too much of it, you're not alone. The average household in the U.S. carries over $8,000 in credit card debt. Ready for some good news? With a cash-out refinance from Quicken Loans, you can quickly and easily put some of the equity in your home to good use by paying off a lot of that high-interest credit card debt. A great way to take cash out is with our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN to learn how taking cash out with a 30-year fixed mortgage might be the right solution for you. And for a record 9 years in a
So
row,
we are
J.D.
replacing
Power has
electrolytic
ranked Quicken Loans
capacitors.
highest in
We've
the
already
nation in customer satisfaction for
deoxidized
primary
the
mortgage origination. Call us today at
bias
800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For
and
JD Power
offset
award information,
controls.
visit jdpower.com. Rates subject to change. If we pay
Then
8%
we're
fee,
going
receive this
to,
discounted rate. Call for cost
how many
information.
more
Equal
electrolytics
housing lender.
tanks?
License and office
6,
NMLS
7.
number 3030.
Then we're going
Right
to
now, Sprint has a
put
great
new heat
deal.
conductor
Double the fun.
compound on
Buy
the
the
driver
latest iPhone
transistor.
and get an iPhone XR on us.
Then
All
we
you need
are
is approved
going
credit and
to
24-month installment billing. No
resolder the
trade-in
board.
required.
And we'll
Visit
do
a
the
Sprint
same
store,
thing on the other.
sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT1 today.
iPhone XR 64 gigabyte, 3125 months. Second phone $0. Appropriate 125 month credit. Apply within 2 bills. Requires 2 new lines of service. If cancel early, remaining balance due. Coverage and offer not available if you are $30. Which is apply tax to
I
its
can see the disc capacitor was replaced before. On an item is this vintage.
From Sam Raimi, producer of Dope Green.
All the capacitors have diminished to a significant degree.
This Friday, rated R.
Mark your calendar for this Wednesday, July 10th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is your opportunity to join a company that's committed to your success. TransDev Services is hiring in Prince George's County and inviting you to their job fair for paratransit drivers. Their safe, friendly drivers operate vans in the Maryland and D.C. area and help transport passengers to and from their desired destinations. TransDev offers a $1,000 sign-on bonus, $16 per hour, paid training and health benefits, paid time off and holidays, career advancement, and much more. Stop by July 10th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at TransDev Services, Inc., 3201 Hubbard Road, Hyattsville, Maryland, 20785. Bring a certified copy of your motor vehicle record with 5 years of driving history, your driver's license, and your social security card. If you qualify, a contingent offer will be made on the spot. If you cannot attend, they still want to hear from you. Call 855-3DRIVER or apply online at transdevna.com/careers. Transdev is an equal opportunity employer. You could see your way to me. Come on and let me try.
All right, welcome back. 10:50. Beautiful day out there. Well, I just love summertime. So quick, so short. But anyway, it's good. Hey, so here's just before we go back to the calls. So as I've told you before, I think there's no question about the fact that Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat representative from Hawaii, really was the standout in the first Democrat debate, the first 10. I think she was clearly the most articulate, the most believable, the most balanced for Democrat. And then in the second round, I think obviously Kamala Harris did great damage. Well, in an interesting turn of events, Tulsi Gabbard is actually now going after Kamala Harris. And it is surprising that she is saying that Harris falsely accused Biden.
These are all the same. These are 110.
Falsely accused. And David Axelrod, former advisor to President Barack Obama, also had some things to say about Kamala Harris and the whole school busing debate. And so that's kind of what started Tulsi Gabbard going after Kamala a little bit. She replied to David Axelrod's tweet and said, let's get real, it wasn't a whole thing. It was a false accusation that Joe Biden was a racist. And so you say to yourself, well, why would Tulsi Gabbard jump into that fight? If the goal for Harris and others, Eric Swalwell, he dropped out yesterday. If the goal for the others is to knock Biden out, Why would Tulsi jump in? Why would Tulsi defend Biden against the charges, false or not, that Harris made? Could it be because there's an alliance forming between Joe Biden and Tulsi Gabbard? Obviously, President, Vice President. And you don't know. Who knows? I just think it's very unusual that this early Tulsi Gabbard would jump in. Now, maybe she's testing the waters to see if she has the same kind of power that Harris has. And she's going to watch the polls and see what happens. Maybe it could be just a test. Could be a weather balloon. I don't know. I don't want to say there's any, obviously no one has talked about this, but could it be possible that Biden and Tulsi Gabbard are considering or exploring an alliance? Could be. Let's go to
100.
David. Hi, David.
100.
Hi, good morning, Pastor Rose. Thank you for taking my call.
100.
Okay, this is a question. Sorry to change the subject there,
Yeah, that's
but
fine. Go ahead.
back to tolls, and it's a question you've probably answered before, but what would the cost be to the taxpayers of Connecticut for a special session just to discuss the topic of tolls?
I don't know. And that would be, I'm sure somebody at Yankee Institute can answer that for me. So if there's anybody listening from Yankee Institute, would you help us out here? What's the cost to have a special session? Probably a one-day deal. I don't know. That's a great question, Dave. I'm gonna think, it's got to be several $1,000s because you're paying the lawmakers to come in, right? And it's a bunch of them. So, and it's an extra cost in the Capitol building, and no extra cost in LB because the LB operates all year round. But yeah, I would say there's certainly additional cost. I don't know what that is though.
So I guess then to take it further, so why should the taxpayers of Connecticut pay for the irresponsibility of the legislature for not taking this topic up when they were in session?
David, we pay for everything. That's the answer. You're a taxpayer. You have to pay. That's it.
Well, I think they should wait till the next session. There's no
Yeah, I don't think there's anything critical going on, but apparently they do. So we'll find out, Dave. I'll try to get a hard number for you before the show's over, and I'll get it out to you. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for calling. That's a good point. How much does it cost, and why do we have to pay for it? Who am I, and why am I here? The other thing I'll tell you, so Tulsi Gabbard fascinates me. Bill Clinton claiming he didn't really know much at all about Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, this is an official, if I have it here, it got cut off, official response from the Clinton camp. Official spokesperson with Bill Clinton said in 2002 and 2003, President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane, one to Europe, one to Asia, 2 to Africa, which included stops and connections and work with the Clinton Foundation, the corrupt out-of-business foundation. The statement concludes noting staff and supporters of the foundation and Clinton's Secret Service detail traveled with the former president. He had one meeting with Epstein in his Harlem office in 2002. At the same time, he made one brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment with a staff member and his security detail. He has not spoken to Epstein in well over a decade and has never been to St. James Island, Epstein's ranch in New Mexico, or his residence in Florida, claimed the president. Well, there seems to be some confusion about the facts that we may get into a little bit later. Eric Swalwell, the Democrat congressperson in California, announced he's out. He's dropping out. Today ends our presidential campaign, but it's the beginning of an opportunity in Congress for new perspectives shaped by the lives that touched mine and our campaign throughout the last few months to bring the promise of America to all Americans, says Congressman Swalwell. This is kind of funny too. This is really funny. We may get into this a little bit. You're in trouble when an ABC News correspondent is holding your feet to the fire. And this would be the feet of Rashida Tlaib. And it was an interview that done on ABC by Martha Raddatz. And we get back, I'm going to talk about it. Pretty funny. And Tlaib really didn't want to answer her questions because it didn't line up with her philosophy. But we'll talk about that. And we're still going to talk about Iran. We're going to talk about the problem with Iran that no one is understanding. At least no one is reporting. And we'll get into that as well. So we get back. We'll have a whole hour to take your calls. 800-966-9842. 860-522-9842.
Okay,
Love
it
to hear
is
from you today.
time for
Lots
lunch.
of time to talk. Lots of things to
So
talk
we're going to
about.
shut this off
Topics that we brought up.
and make sure all the
Topics that you wanna bring up.
electrolytics
It's all
have
about
been
truth. It's your
replaced
show.
on this
Give us
board.
a call when we get back. Thank you.
And what we're going to do
Hey,
next
Tom Feinberg with you
is
WTIC. Looking forward to seeing you this
deconducting
afternoon.
compound,
We hang out, we talk about what's going on.
then
We'll discuss the big issues.
heat stress
Flesh them
connections.
out, find out what's true, find out what you believe, what
Then we're
I
going to do the
believe,
same to
and
the other
from there
board.
we move on, hopefully edified and understanding more deeply those issues and exactly how we want to feel about them, how we should feel about them after we've used some reason instead of all the emotions usually out there in the market. See you at 3 on WTIC News Talk 1080.
I have a real thing about wanting none of us to be above the law. Most of us now work for employers where instead of you having the right to take the employer to court, the employer hires the arbitrators, sets the rules for them. It is such a shock. Employers win almost all